folks, today is Friday, July 9th, 2021. As usual, my name is Jake Baldino. GameRank still isn't letting me get a haircut, but we got a lot of video game news to talk about this week. A lot of stuff to get caught up on, so let's just dive in. Obviously, one of the bigger stories going on is the announcement earlier this week of the new Nintendo Switch. Sort of. So, here's the deal. After all the rumors and speculation of a Switch Pro, we did not get that. Will we get that down the line? Maybe. Is this the upgrade we wanted? For most of us, not really. If you haven't bought a Switch yet, is this probably pretty good? Maybe. Here's the deal. It is announced to release October 8th of this year. It is called the Nintendo Switch OLED version, and of course it has an OLED screen, which is nicer. It's a little bit larger, less bezels, it's got upgraded sound, a better kickstand, a new nice clean white colorway. The dock has a built-in LAN port, which okay, thank you guys. To be honest, there's a lot of upgrades that this thing could have had that it still doesn't. It's going to retail for $350, which is $50 more than the original regular Nintendo Switch price. And there you have it. The important thing to note that with this, apparently there are no actual upgrades to games in terms of visual or anything like that. We're gonna need to learn more, of course, once this thing actually releases, but it does not seem to be the super powered, extra beefy, better graphics Nintendo Switch that a lot of people were hoping for, a lot of reports and rumors suggested. But that's where we're at with it right now, and I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys think. We are, of course, going to be making videos about it when it comes out, because that's our job, so keep your eyes peeled. Now, the other top story is a bit of a clarification. Earlier this week, there were reports that EA has signed on to work with a company that specifically works with putting more ads in console video games. Axios reported that it was apparently this deal with this company that works in video game, video ad technology, and that was going to start rolling out. But EA has come out and clarified that that is not true, and that's not what they are planning to do. They said that they have no plans to put in video game TV style ads at all. We'll see where that goes, but their official statement is this. Following incorrect reports suggesting that we are looking to introduce TV style commercials into our games, we wanted to clarify that in-game advertising for console games is not something we're currently looking at or have signed any agreements to implement. According to PC Gamer's report, they say that the story isn't shut yet, though, because it's one side is saying that there's a deal, and then the other side, EA, is saying that there isn't. So, what's going on? And the other big story that definitely took the internet by storm this week, more put it in some flames, is a new report from Bloomberg, who has a decent track record with reporting some Assassin's Creed and Ubisoft rumors, with the news that potentially the next Assassin's Creed is going to be going after more of a games as a service, live service, Fortnite, evolving world style model. Much to the dismay of many old Assassin's Creed fans and single-player fans like me. After this news did leak, Ubisoft did come out and confirm that yes, they are working on a big new Assassin's Creed project. The reports are suggesting that this game is called Assassin's Creed Infinity, and it's going to be kind of a massive, multi-layered approach, kind of bringing cohesion to Assassin's Creed games that Ubisoft says fans have been looking for a while. I don't really know what that means, but essentially they're using a bunch of studios and a bunch of worlds, and apparently things are going to feel different. A lot of people are suggesting that this means you're going to be able to jump to different time periods, which, a lot of people are saying the whole Fortnite concept, it's not like they're going to make this a battle royale. At the very least, maybe they just make an ongoing evolving Animus thing. But I don't really know what to think. Obviously, Ubisoft has been in hot water for a while now for some of their decisions and some of their leadership, of course, rightfully so. And although if it stays at least somewhat single player, the idea of an evolving Assassin's Creed game could sound cool on paper. I just worry about, is the Assassin's Creed series going to lose even more identity as this goes, or is it going to be the opposite? And now it's going to go back to the Brotherhood and Animus, and you're going to be jumping around. I don't know. I'm just spitballing. I definitely want to hear what you guys think. Obviously, you're probably not happy, but I don't know. What could they even be doing here? Apparently, this is many years in the works. We might not see this for a while. I appreciate going back to the drawing board with games, but I don't know if this way is going to be for me. But let me know what you think. Hey, next up, this episode is brought to you by Morning Brew. Now, the last couple of months, I've been trying to tone down my social media addiction, but as a result of that, I've kind of felt like I've been less informed about the news I'm actually interested in. Now, Morning Brew, a free daily newsletter, has done a really good job distilling all of the information I want to learn about before I start my day into a nice, digestible package. Regular news is sometimes too dense and dry. Morning Brew has a little zing to it, and the occasional GIF, and just some really good brief explainers. I read it every morning, it's not long-winded, and it keeps me up to date with the stuff I'm interested in tech, business, and finance in like 5 minutes. Okay, so like for example, this week alone, I've learned that AMC plans to ditch the plans to sell 25 million shares, Subway's big new bet to overhaul their boring menu, and fun stuff along the way, like apps. Cool stuff like that, and my morning has improved drastically. It only takes like 15 seconds to sign up, so click the link in the description down below to get started, sign up completely for free, and maybe get a little smarter. Thanks again to Morning Brew for sponsoring our video. Thank you very much. Now, let's talk about the State of Play that, if you're watching this on Friday, it dropped yesterday. This PlayStation State of Play was not like an E3 style event where we got new reveals. It was more focused and measured, specifically around highlighting Deathloop gameplay and some smaller games and indies. And there's some good solid news from this. Of course, the first thing, the solid thing, is a big, good look at Deathloop, like 10 minutes or so. I got to see this game being played behind the scenes a couple months back. I think I went on record saying this, like, I think it's going to surprise people, even people who aren't into arcane stuff. There's a big long look at that. That'll be linked in the description down below, as well as everything else I talk about. Like, they announced a Moss 2, which is really cool if you're down with PSVR, like I kind of am. A new look at Lost Judgment, which, like, as a Yakuza fan, I really got to get more into these. Also, Fist has been kind of drawn out a little bit. We've gotten the announcement previously, but we got to see a bit more gameplay, and I think it looks pretty damn cool. That's sweet, right?
This looks awesome.
Awesome. We got to look at a couple of other indies that I'll all link down below, and also a new gameplay trailer for Sifu. Now, this is delayed. It's apparently coming in 2022 now. That's fine. Take the time you need because, guys, I'm going to be straight with you. This is one of my most anticipated games. I like their previous game, Absolver. As someone who, like, this is my type of thing, I watch the Daredevil hallway fight on YouTube every day. I watch the Ip Man movies over and over again. I can't wait for this one. Hopefully it's good. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Something else in terms of Sony news, I just wanted to link. Sony put out like an advertisement, and somebody caught in the advertisement the person's PlayStation 5 was actually flipped upside down with the disk drive on top. Just stupid and funny. I don't know. I just wanted to share that. Don't get it twisted though, we also got some Xbox news. Two things that are pretty interesting. The first is an accessibility update. The Xbox console's got a new update that allows some speech to text and text to speech stuff in Xbox Party Chat, which for accessibility and for certain people hard of hearing or who cannot speak, it's pretty dope technology. PlayStation has been implementing this as well, you know, to be completely fair, but to now see it implemented in another console, just a win for everybody. Also, if you're more of a tech and graphics person, there's new reports of possible AI upscaling technology coming to Xbox consoles. We've talked about DLSS and AMD's Fidelity FX technology and how that can work on these new consoles, but a job listing supports that Xbox may be working on integrating more of their own stuff and their own trickery to the console magic. We'll see though, who knows. I did also want to link two fun videos. The first is just the launch trailer for Monster Hunter Stories 2. That is dropping, and reviews so far have been pretty good. So if you're a fan of those, this is probably another one to look forward to or possibly pick up soon. Also, we linked Badrobo. We've talked about him before, an incredible online creator who does work in the PlayStation game Dreams. This time around, he built Ratchet and Clank in Dreams, and it looks insane. Shout out to them. Badrobo, for real, you are a goat, as the kids say. Also, stop the presses. Nobody cares, but like me and 20 other people, they're making a new Robocop game. Robocop Rogue City has been announced with just a vague trailer. It shows us absolutely nothing, so you can't get too excited yet. All we know is that it is going to be first person. There are going to be some in-game decision making, and you're going to go around, old Detroit stopping crime. The interesting thing is that this is developed by Teon, who are the people most notably recently behind Terminator Resistance, which is a good mid-tier game that surprised people because it actually understood what old school Terminator fans like me really wanted. We have a long time to wait and see, and again, this studio, they made that good game, but they've had some flops in the past, so let's just see what happens. I made a video kind of going deeper on that topic in my other channel. So to wrap things up, we've been talking skeptical and we've talked about news the whole time. Let's end on a good note. I feel like we need that sometimes. This gets exhausting. So the BBC is reporting, big shout out to this young 9-year-old boy, Jacob, who has backed and started a fundraiser to raise money for poverty for the same initiative as an English football player by the name of Marcus Rashford. Now, apologies, I don't really know English football at all, but the sentiment is great. So the Man United football player basically worked to help end child food scarcity, especially with like the pandemic and how everything had happened, and just recovery efforts. And this young boy, Jacob, worked with his father to also try and raise some money and do the right thing and help some people out. And Rashford rewarded this young boy with a surprise PS5 in the mail. This kid looks pumped. What a sick, awesome surprise. I mean, so many people still can't even get their hands on these things. I know some of you guys out there might be jealous of this, but you love to see it, man. And apparently in the letter with the PlayStation 5, Marcus Rashford wrote, "We are not kind to be noticed. We are kind because it's the right thing to do." There you have it. Let's wrap up on that. I think that was pretty good. So I want to hear from you guys this week what you think about all the video game news. Let's talk about that Switch OLED. Definitely want to hear everybody's hot takes on that. What do you think about a Robocop video game? Because that's all I think about. Did you enjoy the state of play? Are you happy to see more Deathloop? Are you waiting for what else is on the horizon? What do you think about the possibility of Assassin's Creed going to infinity? I'm sorry. Let's talk about any of the video game news down in the comments. We definitely want to hear from you guys. Things get a little chaotic down there, though, so if you want to yell at me directly, you can also find me on Twitter and Instagram at Jake Baldino and youtube.com/Jake Baldino. But thank you guys for being here every Friday, getting caught up on the news with us. We really appreciate you taking the time. Hope you have a nice weekend. Have a good time. Be safe. I'm Jake Baldino. Thanks for watching. Pizza's on me.